Hello everybody! Welcome back to another episode of the Minecraft Feed the Beast Let's Play series. Now, today we're gonna get working on getting some coke ovens up and ready. Done a little bit of work around the base. One of them is this little machine I made. What I did is I did this aqueous accumulator, or aqueous accumulator is I think it might be said. And then a liquid transposer. It'll actually pull the liquid straight out of this, and what that does is it just makes water, but if I put water sources near it, it actually pumps water a little bit faster, about as fast as a regular pump. This takes water from its tank, puts it into an empty bucket. And down here, I actually have all those empty buckets, and I actually have a little system going on here. It pulls the first item out of the slot, unfortunately, no matter what I do. But so sometimes it actually pulls full buckets instead of empty buckets. So what I have it do is it actually filters the empty buckets over back into the liquid transposer. Sorry, liquid transposer. Full buckets go this way, and all of that gets pumped back into here. So I can manually go in and help it out, but for the most part it still usually works out. As you can see there, as soon as there's 3 full buckets there, it pulls the red cobblestone from this chest, combines 1 with 3 buckets of water, and pops out clay. Now I've also been collecting some sand here that I macerated cobblestone to get. And so now I have plenty of clay and sand to make those blocks. In fact, I'm gonna pull out some stuff here. Let's see, let's look this up for a second so I know how much I want to pull out. We have coke oven blocks. Oak oven brick, so we need 4 bricks for every 5 sand. So, let's make, one second, it does one brick for each, so yeah, I'm going to make a full stack of these, so, get that, and I'll actually go and macerate another 2 stacks of sand, and that should be, and I'll throw these stacks in the oven. And that should be what we need. And now to craft this. Okay, here, there. And that should give us plenty of these guys. Now, over here I've done a little bit of cleaning up. Filled in that wall, changed out a lot of stuff with stone instead of cobble or dirt. Finished off this platform and cut out where I'm going to put all these coke ovens. I plan on having this many. I don't know how much this will make me, but here we go. And as far as I know, this is just 3x3 cube, hollow center. Simple enough. I think I'll have enough to make 2 for now. Yep. There's 1. And 2. I'll just throw the rest of these guys in here. I'll get that finished soon enough. We actually need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 14 more. So, yeah. So I think we just need to get coal into these guys, and that's everything. I don't know if they need to have something to pump it out or not, though. Though I'm pretty sure, like the blast furnace here, any pipe just connected to it will interact with it. Okay. Where do we have coal? Do I have some in my backpack? Yes, I do. Might as well throw some in there right now. Get this coal coke started. Okay. So, now that we've got that up and running, we also need to get this done. I got enough propolis to get all of the apiarist's pipes up and running. And these are kinda simple. They'll do a number of things, but mainly they'll filter it so the only thing that I have going into those pipes will be everything that's not bee related. In fact, I need to have another one so I can have all of the items that aren't bee related go to a different chest. So all the honeycomb, really. Need to grab some more pipe from here is why I came up. Let's see, just that should be good. I'll need one of these to pull the items from it, and I might as well get 2 chests built, or 1 chest built. Oops. I'll need that to pump the rest of the items to. So, let's throw you here. Oh, I already got a wooden one there. That's useful. So, need this. That'll connect into the line here. I don't care if things bounce around a little bit. I'll worry about that. Okay, let's see. Let's throw the pipe on right here. And this should be good enough for now. I'll pop that back here. Throw that on there. And get some piping back to this chest. Now, this one has a lot of options similar to like a filter. I've got my blue side and my green side. So on my blue side I want non-bee things, okay? And then on my green side I want any bee. So simple enough. That's how you can filter bees out of the system, by using one of those pipes. As you can see, there's a very large collection. Ooh, a diligent princess. It's nice to have. Gotta make sure I continue breeding that line. And this is all empty right now. I recently had a very large harvest, or whatever you'd call it. Now, I'm going to allow any bee to travel through this system. And I want this entire system looped, because I'm going to set up for now everything pretty much identical and have it so all of these slots are open, but the top slot is restricted for this specific type of bee that I'm looking to breed. That way we can continuously try and get the same materials, I mean not materials, same types of honeycomb. And if we ever want to change what honeycomb we're producing, we just go in and change what type of breeding we need. Okay, let's see, this one right here, this is the line we're working on. Okay. Yes, this is a lot of piping. Unfortunately, this part of the piping will probably go a bit slow, but that doesn't matter so much, in considering the fact that it'll all be done automatically, which will make this go pretty fast in comparison to me having to come over every, I don't know, 15-20 minutes and manually sort them all back into it. So I think I can just click on these. Let's see. Any bees? No, we want Wow, there's a lot of different things here. We'll do any bees. And then at the top we want, you'd want, say, cultivated princess, and a common drone. Unwary. And I think we can just do unwary princess, or unwary is primary, and we don't care about the secondary there, or we want its secondary to be unwary. So now any of these three types will actually get filtered up into the pipe. Everything else will continue to flow around. In fact, I can actually add another pipe in similar to this, but that ought to automatically move those types down from here just by going, let's see, we don't want a stone for this one, we want cobble. Like so. Cobblestone, we're actually very low on it. Oops. What we need is an iron pipe. Anyway, I'm going to put that together, have this pipe down, and I actually realized I put this one backwards, didn't I? But yeah, I'll have that one pipe down, grab an iron pipe right here so that only direction it goes is down, and I'll be just back with you in a moment. I give up. Now, I don't know why, but I set this system so pretty much everything's open. So this, I actually set up all this, so these are just entirely open, and the filter's up here. So it'll just filter them as they come through here and back into here. The only issue is, for some reason, it just doesn't work. It does the whole, percent chance thing. So say, oh, it hits this first pipe, 50% chance it goes that way or that way. If it comes this way, there's a 50% chance it'll either go up or to the right. If it goes up and this is full, it will just drop it on the ground. So unfortunately, they don't just keep bouncing around the system, finding their way. So I don't know. It's just all sorts of screwy. I'll just throw these on here, and hopefully the default Buildcraft pipes work a lot better than the bugged up one, apparently. Buggy one. Bugged up one that forestry introduced. And hopefully if that works, I can still keep this a bit automatic without having to constantly come over here and check things. However, I'm still gonna have to go out, find a bit more queens, and do a bit more crossbreeding to get them back to unweary, since I lost a couple unweary queens. Or, sorry, princesses. I lost some unweary princesses in the process, but yeah, I guess that's what happens sometimes. I'm just gonna fill these in, get my flowers back up to make sure they've got plenty around. Nope. Still does not work. Ended up with a lot of them empty, and I really quickly ran around and found it was still dumping them out. So I I honestly have no clue how they expect these pipes to actually do anything, because it seems like half the time your drones and princesses just get thrown on the ground, so whatever. And that's why I'm giving up. Now, let's move on to something better. I had some issues with this for some weird reason. These solar panels powering my electrical engines, the electrical engines decided to suddenly say that they no longer were being fueled. I tried breaking them and replacing them, nothing. Breaking them, replacing them without the levers, nothing. Breaking them, breaking the wire, breaking the solar panels, replacing all of it, still nothing. For whatever reason, it decided my setup was no longer working. I don't know what changed, but it just didn't work anymore. So, instead, I've set them all up in an array here to pump into conductive piping. And I'm just piping that along into the machines that'll need it. The only issue I have with this is either the entire system's on or the entire system's off. I can't control the individual machines, but what can you do? No, there's a lot you can do, but yeah, you get the idea. And what I'm gonna end up doing is I'm gonna start using the saplings that I'm pulling from this. I'm gonna set up a machine to pump that as dirt into here, because to make dirt, let's see, right here, so you can see you make dirt from plant balls. Plant balls are just made from things like saplings. So I just need a macerator over here and automatic crafting table. Nighttime, why you come so fast? Alright, I just turned my laser sword on. I need to just know. I always right click with my right mouse button. I always click it all the time when I'm doing things, and sometimes I misclick, and it's just like, alright now. So, got some dirt in here. Got power pumping to make the hummus. As you can see, my macerator is working on those plant balls. Now, this isn't as fast as possible. I know there's not much energy in the system over here right now as it is, but I've just got pipe running from the solar over to here. Works slowly, but it's alright. Got my auto crafting table down here, set up next to this chest to just pull out all of the saplings. It seems I've pretty much emptied it of saplings at this point anyway, which will last me a long time, because every single one of these will make me 8 dirt, which will make me 8 hummus. And considering it only takes 4 saplings to make 1 plant ball, because there's 8 for 2, that means for every 4 trees that I could plant, I can make 8 hummus. So for each tree, I only need a 50% chance. Actually, no. For each tree, I need to drop 1 sapling. And then for each, I guess, 1.5 saplings. I need to learn to do math, right? 1.5 saplings per tree will keep this entire thing stable, and I get a lot more than that. Especially because of this kind of stuff. That one was over there, but now this one's over here, so yep. As you can see, there's the long trail of it going straight down. About half of it will go into the machine, half of it will get stored here. And if this ever runs really low, I can just pull this out of here, throw it into there, and we're back up, you know? But see, it's already got another batch coming down, and so that should keep this self-sustaining. Now the only thing I can really do to improve this much is to add a catalyst in somewhere. I don't know where that would go, but I can use wax, which I have a ton of. I have a decent amount of honey drops, and I can make fertilizer really easily as well, considering I have sand here and I have a lot of apatite. I don't really have much bones or pollen though, so... well, I could use just bones and fertilizer, but still, I don't have very many bones. I need to find a skeleton spawner somewhere and drag it up to here to help if I want to do something like that. But with a bee or two, more like this entire setup, I should have enough wax to make a lot of capsules. I can just use the wax capsules. That makes 3, that fills pretty much each one. And using this method I could have catalyst. I forget what machine uses catalyst though. I can look that up if I wanted to really quick. But yeah. I also need to figure out the range, because the range is a little bit short height-wise. I would need to have 1 per machine, whereas if it's a regular size or even a decent size maybe, like if I had a really tall range, I could actually try to find somewhere right in the middle where I can stick it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there's a machine that uses the catalyst to increase the growth rate of these plants. And for these types of plants you need that, since, like for example, I go and try to bone meal this sapling, it won't do anything. And so I can't manually do it. I couldn't, you know, even if we had a machine to do it, like Red Power or something, I couldn't use like a deployer to do the same type of thing. It just can't use bone meal. It requires the machine that uses catalyst. So actually, I am gonna look up at that and see what we'd need to do to put it all together. So this isn't actually too hard to build. It's just any type of farm really, surrounded by some glass and some diamonds. However, I do need 2 of them because the vertical range is only 2 blocks. I can just set this on top of that. And this one I'll set right here. I think yes, it's powered by the same sort of energy. I just need to throw catalyst in these, and they'll start running. Alright, now, got some of that. Let's see how well it works, if at all. I don't know if you need to turn this on or something. Should actually just look up what it actually needs to work. Alright, it's working. It just didn't have enough energy yet. It's pumping up, and it's green. Okay, now what does it do? I guess it grows a tree. Okay, so for every 1 catalyst it uses, I guess it grows a tree. If that's the case, I think it'd be a waste of catalyst on the wheat farm. It grows plenty fast. And it's much larger. Yeah, it's every time it uses a catalyst it does that. In fact, I just want to test. I'm gonna come up here, throw one in my wheat farm catalyst. Oops. And see how much if it just grows one or what. I mean, yeah, if this just grows one, that would be terrible. If it grows like a cell, that would be awesome. That would be definitely worth it. Also, for anyone interested, this is actually a pretty decent design. I don't use the cactus that much, but this is really low resource, and I've got a ton of it now. If I used a lot, maybe that would be a different story, but maybe these just have a warm-up time, because that definitely doesn't start immediately. Now, okay, it's charging up. Get a good view so we can see what it does. We might not see the ones in the back though. Ah, there. Green, green, it's just about done, and nothing. Yeah, it probably just grows one, which is a big waste of catalyst in my mind at this point until we get that automated. This tree one, though, should be very helpful. It's actually going to help get the wood faster than I'm using it. I mean, my forester can't even cut this down as fast as it's going. But that should be good. I feel like we haven't gotten much done today. But we did get the coke ovens up. Well, 2 of them. I got 9 coal coke there, 8 there. I can throw that instead in, and that shouldn't get this guy bothered back here, hopefully. Throw the charcoal back in there. Yeah, look at this. This is from what I threw in here. And that's on just because there's no wood in there. As soon as this fills up with wood, it'll stop. Unfortunately, there's no, like, partial thing for this. There's no 15% or whatever, so it's either on or off. But I'd rather just have it like that. It's just a redstone engine running off of it anyway. But yeah, there's good fill up there. That fills up slowly. We could run that for a really long time, and I don't even use that much steel, but let's just throw that in there for fun. And that's really it. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to like this episode if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you guys next time.